Today we're counting down the top 10 monster taming games of 2025, ranked purely by community reception. Let's dive in, starting with number 10. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have Pokémon Legends ZA. This was arguably the most anticipated monster taming game of 2025, with fans eagerly awaiting its release. However, the community's reaction was, to put it mildly, mixed to negative. This indicates a deep division among players, with many expressing considerable backlash and disappointment regarding certain aspects of the game's design, mechanics, or narrative choices. It really highlights how even a franchise as massive as Pokémon can struggle to meet the high expectations of its dedicated fanbase, leading to a strong, albeit negative, community voice. It's a stark reminder that player sentiment, even for a juggernaut, can heavily influence a game's perceived success. Sliding into our 9th spot is Creature Keeper. Released on May 8th, 2025, this action-adventure RPG from Fervor Games brought a fresh perspective to the genre by blending real-time combat with traditional monster taming elements. The community reception has been a fascinating mix, with many players praising its unique approach while others pointed out its rough edges. What really stood out to the community was the Pocket Garden system, where you grow food to strengthen your bonds with your creatures, and the real-time nature of the battles, which felt more like a classic Zelda game than a traditional turn-based RPG. While it launched with some bugs that led to mixed reviews initially, the developers' dedication to constant updates and reworks, like the major bestiary and perk overhauls, has really won over a dedicated core of fans. Players have been vocal about their appreciation for the game's charm and the depth of its befriending mechanics, making it a true indie standout that the community is rooting for. It's a game that proves that even with a rocky start, a heartfelt project can find its place in the hearts of monster taming enthusiasts. At number 8, we have Chronomon, which hit early access on May 8th, 2025. This game is a fascinating blend of monster taming and farming, set in a world that's been through a bit of a rough patch. The community reception has been very positive, with players really digging the way it integrates creature collection with rebuilding a world in ruins. What resonated most with the community was the depth of the evolution system and the way your monsters actually help you with the farming and rebuilding tasks. It's not just about battling, it's about living alongside these creatures. Players have praised the developer for being incredibly responsive to feedback, constantly tweaking the balance, and adding new content based on what the community wants. If you're a fan of games that let you build a life with your monsters while also engaging in strategic turn-based combat, Chronomon has clearly struck a chord with its growing fan base. It's a cozy yet deep experience that the community has embraced with open arms. Coming in at number 7 is Dokimon Quest, which arrived on Steam in late 2024, but really found its community footing throughout 2025. This game is an unapologetic love letter to the retro era of monster taming, and the community has responded with very positive recent reviews. What players love about Dokimon is its pure distilled nostalgia. It feels like playing a lost Game Boy Color classic. The community has been particularly vocal about the Monmei engine it was built on, which has inspired a whole new wave of indie monster taming developers. While some critics called it a clone, the community saw it as a passion project that captured the magic of the early days of the genre. Players have praised the charming pixel art, the straightforward but satisfying battle system, and the sense of discovery in the Zelos region. It's a game that knows exactly what it wants to be, and the community has rewarded that clarity with a solid spot on our list. Halfway through our list, at number 6, we have Monster Crown Sin Eater. While still in its demo and Kickstarter phase in 2025, this game already managed to make a significant impact on the community. The demo in particular, and the subsequent Kickstarter campaign, received an overwhelmingly positive reception from players and potential backers alike. Fans of the original Monster Crown, which already boasted a respectable 67% positive review score, were eagerly anticipating the full release of this sequel. It became clear that Studio Aurum had listened to players' player feedback and built upon the solid foundation of the first game, addressing concerns and introducing exciting new features. The community's excitement was palpable, with many praising the improvements and innovations showcased in the early access content. It's always a great sign when a developer actively engages with its community and delivers on its promises, even in the preliminary stages of development. Breaking into our top 5, at number 5 is Coromon Rogue Planet. This game was generating some serious buzz and strong positive sentiment even before its late 2025 release. Fans of the original Coromon were particularly vocal in their excitement, and early previews and announcements successfully hyped up its innovative roguelite approach. It was evident that Tragsoft and Freedom Games were onto something special, skillfully combining the beloved monster taming universe of Coromon with the high replayability and challenging mechanics of roguelite games. The community was clearly ready for this evolution, embracing the idea of a fresh, unpredictable adventure with their favorite Coromon. The sheer anticipation and positive discussion surrounding this game were enough to secure it a solid spot on our list, proving that a well-executed concept can generate immense player enthusiasm. Just missing out on the top 3, at number 4, we have Shard Squad. This game, developed by the Root Studios and published by Nuncius Games, truly captivated players with its incredibly unique and engaging blend of genres. It received very positive overall reviews on Steam, with players absolutely raving about its innovative combination of monster taming and bullet heaven roguelike mechanics. This might sound like a wild mashup on paper, but the community clearly found it to be an incredibly engaging and surprisingly cohesive experience. The fast-paced action of a bullet heaven game, combined with the strategic depth of monster collection and evolution, created a fresh and addictive gameplay loop. If you're looking for a game that dares to push the boundaries of what a monster taming game can be, offering a truly novel and exciting experience, Shard Squad definitely delivered on that promise. Landing in our bronze medal spot at number 3 is Beastieball, which hit early access on September 16th, 2025. This game from the creator of Wandersong and Chicory is a brilliant and bizarre mix of monster taming and volleyball? The community reception has been overwhelmingly positive, with players falling in love with its tactical, turn-based sports combat. What really resonated with the community was the way your beasties form relationships with each other on and off the court, affecting their performance and unlocking new abilities. It's a game that's as much about team chemistry as it is about stats. Players have praised its vibrant art style, its heartfelt story, and the sheer creativity of its mechanics. The community has been incredibly active in the road to 1.0, providing feedback that has already led to major updates like PvP content. It's a fresh, joyful take on the genre that the community has championed as a modern classic in the making. Our runner-up at number 2 is Aethermancer. This game from Warai Games and Off-Brand Games truly distinguished itself in 2025 as a powerhouse in the monster taming genre. It achieved an impressive 88% very positive score on Steam from over 1,000 reviews, a clear indicator of its widespread appeal and quality. Players couldn't stop praising its brilliant and seamless blend of traditional monster taming with compelling roguelite elements. This combination created a highly replayable and constantly fresh experience where every run felt unique and challenging. It seems the roguelite genre was a massive hit with monster tamers this year, and Aethermancer clearly hit all the right notes, offering a challenging yet incredibly rewarding experience that kept players coming back for more. If you're into that perfect fusion of strategic monster battles and unpredictable roguelite progression, this is definitely a must-play. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. The undisputed #1 monster taming game of 2025, as overwhelmingly ranked by community reception, is Digimon Story Time Stranger. This game didn't just meet expectations, it absolutely shattered them. We're talking a perfect 100% rating from OpenCritic user scores, and a phenomenal 9.2 out of 10 from Metacritic user scores, showcasing near universal acclaim from players. players. But the numbers don't stop there. It also boasted an incredible peak of over 66,000 concurrent players on Steam, which is an absolutely insane achievement for a Digimon title. This figure alone speaks volumes about the game's incredibly strong player engagement, satisfaction, and its ability to captivate a massive audience. It seems Media.Vision and Bandai Namco Entertainment truly delivered a masterpiece that resonated deeply with both longtime Digimon fans and newcomers alike, proving that the Digimon franchise is not just alive, but thriving and capable of producing top-tier experiences. What an incredible achievement and a well-deserved top spot. Before we wrap things up, we absolutely have to give a massive shout out to our honorable mention, Palworld Home Sweet Home V0.7 update. While not a brand new game, this major update, released in December 2025, was met with widespread and overwhelmingly positive community reception. Players absolutely raved about the extensive new features and improvements, particularly highlighting the comprehensive building system overhaul, which added significant depth and creativity to base construction. Furthermore, the epic Ultra Kill collaboration was a huge hit, bringing fresh content and excitement. These additions significantly enhanced Palworld's already popular monster collecting, crafting, and survival mechanics, demonstrating that continuous developer support and a keen ear to community feedback can keep a game at the absolute top of its game. It was a fantastic way to end the year for Palworld fans, solidifying its place as a community favorite. And there you have it, your top 10 monster taming games of 2025, ranked by you, the community. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thanks for watching, and happy taming.